Are the old days gone? Do you forgive him?
I don't forgive anybody who does something that breaks God's law. No, I don't. I believe that those that break God's law will feel the punishment and judgment of God. But that's not what I'm not here. This is not a courtroom.
Do you think
this is not a courthouse. This is a workable relationship that I have to have, not because I want it, but because the undemocratic forces in Westminster forced it upon me. And I have to say
so you're doing something you don't want to do.
Do you want to have Northern Ireland still within the United Kingdom and the Union saved, or do you want to have the Union, which our fathers fought to keep for us, destroyed? Now, I have put the Union first. And they have told me, if you don't do it, all right, we'll deal with you.
But you had such a position of strength in that electorate that you could have stood up and said, never again. You could have stood up and said no.
But what would happen? They would have just gone and done it, for they were determined to do it. Ulster was going for a sellout. And you know what it took to make the Secretary of State change the 21st. You know what it took. I mean, I was threatened that this is the end, and we will will not give you your water that you paid for. We will go and take that money, and we'll do this, that, and the other thing.
Who threatened you?
The British government threatened me, I tell you. And every night, the Secretary of State was threatening me on your radio when you were giving them power lines to tell us that. And do you think I wanted to have Plan B? No. And I don't think you would have liked it either.
What were those nights like when you were on the verge of that decision?
Well,
were you frightened?
I was frightened. I was frightened for my country. I love my country. My father was one of Carson's old volunteer force. My father's home in Rostrevor was burned down by the IRA. I have lived and worked, and I've been in more funerals across this country than any other minister, trying to bring succor and help to people. It goes into my very gut, this thing, and I feel for my country. But the only way I could do something to help to save my country was to do what I do now. It's very easy for me to sit back and curse and say, well, it's not my doing, that's the House of Commons doing. And my country going down the road of sorrow, sadness, and eventually taken over by the south of Ireland. Now the day is different.
Okay.
I want to tell you that unionists today are buoyant. They realize that we can defeat the conspiracy, and we can defeat the conspiracy in a way that will rock the government. And the government is already rocked.
Why did you say yes now and no for so long? What had changed? What was the fundamental turning point for you?
The threat of Plan B.
But you've been threatened so many times
before,
before,
but never did both governments say, and as for the Foreign Secretary of the South, he was delighted. He was warning us. I hope to meet him tomorrow, and I hope to have some things in his lug tomorrow when I see him. You know, these meetings that I have with these people are not always pleasant meetings. I speak the truth to them, and I'll be just the same, me and Paisley, tomorrow when I'm talking to the Taoiseach as I am with you tonight.
One of the
Only my language will be stronger.
Well, let's see by the end of this interview.
Yes.
One of the most iconic photographs of recent times will be you sitting down with Gerry Adams. That's what everybody has been talking about. It might have been choreographed, it might have been controlled, but you were sitting down beside him, doing business with him.
Well, I was sitting down making a statement. I take it that you...
You were sitting beside him.
I take it
That's a picture on the front of every magazine.
You read this statement, did you?
Yes.
Can you find any fault with my statement?
I don't need to read the statement.
oh, you
I need to
do.
look at the picture.
No,
the
you
picture
you-
was Ian Paisley,
you
the
need to-
Neverman, Dr. No saying, there's Jerry sitting beside me and I'm
Well,
prepared
of
to
course,
accept him now.
You see, the press made an ogre of me for years and practiced that. And then they say, here is a man. He's talking sense, what this man is saying. And I defy you to challenge one thing I said. And I'm not going to tell you what I said before the press came in. You'd be surprised at things I said in that meeting.
Why wouldn't you tell the public what you
I
said?
cleared myself because I believe in doing it the right way.
But the people of
You,
Northern
I don't
Ireland,
know. The people of
they
Northern
want to
Ireland.
know what kind of relationship you have with Jerry Adams. Of course they do. You were sitting beside him. Were you comfortable?
The people that saw me with Jerry Adams knew what I was saying, and they heard it. And I'm glad that that statement went round the world.
That picture says he's okay now, doesn't it?
No, it does not. Well, you read the statement that I made.
What does the picture say then?
You said, well, it says what
There's Ian, there's Jerry.
No,
and there they are within arm's length of each other.
It might all be. I have to live with arm's length with even you. So, and I can't be blamed for doing that.
Is he still your enemy?
What? Yeah, of course, he's the enemy of what I believe in firmly in my heart. He doesn't believe in unionism. He doesn't believe in the way I believe.
Does he believe in terror?
Well, I think the best thing for you is to get him in your program and ask him.
Come on, Dr. Paisley.
No, you can do it.
You've said for many, many years this is a man who stands for terror.
I have
Does he
already-
believe in terror, yes or no?
I have already said in this program that he believes in terror.
Still,
Yes.
to this day.
Well, I don't know. You need to ask him. I don't.
Well, if you don't know, why'd you sit beside him?
Well, I don't sit beside him. I sat beside him to make a statement. I made the statement. And you are not quoting the statement at all. You're not quoting the principles. And the people of Northern Ireland at this present time are in a tremendous way supporting me. I never in all my history had more letters, had more calls, had more people came to me. I've been stopped in the street. When I'm going on to the plane, people are patting me on the back and saying, well done. And I do not accept your thing that the whole of Northern Ireland is against me.
I have never
and
said
they're
that,
sick
and
of me.
I certainly
Well,
wouldn't
you're
say that.
inferring it.